Okay guys, Llama9 here and welcome back to another episode of, well, I guess the closest relatable thing would be Llama's quick tips, but today guys, we're just going to do a quick little tip of how to do a roof for a medieval rustic house. And if you don't know what I mean by this, I'll give you a quick example in my Let's Play world. But pretty much what this is just a medieval kind of styled house with, just like the slanted roof of a church or whatever, steeples that go up like that. And in my Let's Play, I had a lot of trouble making this roof. Right here it's unfinished, but the roof I will show you today is a finished project, and this is actually a compilation of knowledge from a few different sources. One of them is Grian, who is on the Windcraft build team. He's a fantastic YouTuber if you want to check out his channel in the link below. And then a few other sources, one of them being my friend Latios or Knuckles or Solid Brick Studio, whichever. So yeah guys, hopefully this helps you out. If it doesn't, I do apologize. This is more aimed towards map builders and stuff like that. And since I had such a hard time trying to figure this out, I figured I might as well make it easier for the next person who's not super skilled at building to just have a quick tip guide to refer to. Anyway, so we'll get into it, hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll go. Okay guys, so the first thing that you're going to want to do, this is from the green guy that I told you about earlier, is make a frame like this. And what you do is you just copy exactly what I did here, and you can make it however wide or whatever you want, but what I like to do is I do a 3 gap, build up 3, then build up 2. It's really easy to remember because it goes 3, 2, and then 1. And at the very top here, or remove all this, at the very top, you build it up just a little bit more, so maybe you go 2 or maybe an extra 3, depending on the look that you're going for. Right now, just this will suffice, and then you want to go for a backdrop right here of exactly what I am doing. So something along the lines of this. So then from this side, it looks like just a big old window. You might even want to do something like that. But you can customize it however you want, knock these out, put glass here. The window doesn't really matter, but you want something along the lines of this, and you want to make 4 of those really quick. Okay, now you have 4 pillars about like this, and it does look very ugly. This isn't a stylized design video. Obviously you can do like this sort of stuff right here if you want to make it look all pretty and snazzy, but I am more centered on, you can do that stuff by yourself. I'm more centered on the way that you connect all this stuff up and apart. So what I'm going to be doing is for the top here, just using these cobblestone slabs, and on my Let's Play thing, you might have seen that it is varying heights, like the 2 right here on the sides were way taller than the ones in front and in back, and the one in front was much shorter than any of them, especially the one in back being the middle of the tallest. But you want to connect them all sort of like that. Then dropping down here is the sort of hard part that screwed me up a lot. So the main thing to remember, and that's really easy with this design in particular of a spire, is that you just have to stick to this. But what you want to do is all you have to do, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you just want to fill in all around over here like that. Hopefully that doesn't mess up any design thing that you've done. I would watch this all the way through. This isn't a step-by-step, it is more of a reference guide, and then you can do with it what you wish. But once you have those down, let me check really quickly, and then you do it for the rest. There we are. Okay, now here is where my head starts to get a little wibbly wobbly. It's like, hey, Llama, what are you doing? This is a 4-dimensional object right here that you just created. How are you gonna connect it up? It's easy. It's simple, really. And this is the part that screwed me up. Like, one thing I was trying to do was I would go like this and like this. No, this is overhanging, because remember, there's a roof. Under this, you already have a base laid out and stuff like that. And if you go over it, you're screwed up. And I was like, okay, this makes no sense. So, really easy. All you gotta do is just follow this. It's already laid out for you. And you just go all the way up like that. And right here is one thing that you do want to do, is you do kind of want to add details like that in, otherwise it's a little bit poopy. Another thing that I noticed is that using like oak or something like that might make it look a little better, as adding stairs there just makes it look kind of odd, but obviously oak is not the best choice. As you can see, it looks pretty frickin' stupid. But anyway, you want to do that around the entire thing, just kind of go out to everywhere. Okay, now it'll look a bit like this. Now of course, I am no design expert. I figured this out and I was like, okay, I need to tell the world about my findings. It is amazing. Now, one thing that you might have, like obviously you saw in my Let's Play world, it went here and over to here on the I don't know what you would call that, elongated ways, horizontal, and then here for the vertical plane, I suppose, it was like, you know, this is much lower down. These things are huge, this is very low, so it had to arc up really quickly, and this one was way further to the front, so it could arc up kind of gradually, and I did a weird thing to make it work, and it went all the way up. So I have an especially difficult problem on my Let's Play. Here it is already worked out, it's nice and even, it's beautiful, so we can do it with it whatever we need. So really it just comes down to connecting these things, and that's good. It leaves very little work that you have to do. But then you come to here. Oh joy. Here's where things get a little odd. What do you want to do? Well, it's really quite simple. Took me a long time to figure out. And again, I'm not sure if this will be at all useful for you guys. I took a really long time to figure this out. I don't know why. My brain just couldn't wrap itself around it. And now that I'm actually making this guide, it's a little bit scrubby of me. I can't believe I didn't figure it out sooner. That's really all I gotta do. It's that simple. I spent like an entire hour trying to figure that out. And there you go. It's as simple as that. It's very easy. But another thing, like I was saying earlier, is that you might want to spruce it up like... get it? Spruce it up like that. So fun. You might want to spruce it up like that. So you might want to add details around the entire thing. Now once you have this laid out, you might notice that the trim looks a little barren. And what my problem was before was I was trying to do this, but as you see, it looks like it just elongates and it looks really ugly and kind of weird. So a good way around that is just do cobble stairs, mixes things up, and actually looks okay with spruce. And as you see, it all connects properly. And it even goes right here, you can see. Just put a stair backwards here, it connects, and then voila! It looks a little weird up at the top here, which is where you might want to throw in spruce, but honestly that's your decision if you want to do that or not. I personally think it looks kind of nice with cobble all around. But that could work as well. So anyway guys, that is the outside guide, but I came one step further. I don't want you to be lost like I was. No one should ever have to experience that feeling of stupidity and blind rage. So I'm even doing an inside lighting guide to make the inside of this roof look kinda cool. So welcome to the inside of your new house. Underneath you is endless void, otherwise known as black wool. Void, that's an interesting word. So you want to add structural supports. This makes it look really nice. Now you can really put these wherever you want. I find the top layer looks kind of stupid because you just end up doing that. But you know, you can do that if you really want. No reason not to. But I realized in my endless hours of searching on the internet for reasons why my house looks so bad, I realized that it's because it didn't look like it had structural supports. Structural supports make everything look really, really nice, which is interesting, because it appeases that little bit of you that wants aesthetics. It craves them. So from there on, you have a ton of lighting options, many of which you probably already know, but I'll be getting to a few that maybe you don't. Okay, now, here we go. Here's the fun stuff. So, a trick you probably know if you've been in the Minecraft community at all, is that you can put that with a redstone torch, a normal torch, in an item frame. Cool stuff. Who cares? Well, from here on out, you can also get an anvil as one of the things, put it in there, and it looks sort of, not really, but sort of like a torch holder, and depending on how you sort of, like that, looks a ton like a torch holder. all the way 180 around, upside down, and that looks hot diggity damn. Does that look nice? Does that look nice? Now, another thing that you can do, obviously, is add any type of slab or what have you, like that, all the way around. You would want to do it, and that. Honestly, I like the anvil a billion times more, so that's a cool thing. Also, the redstone lamp. Now, the problem with this sucker is that you always want to try and connect it with an oak fence or something like that, make it look nice, right? And, you know, one cheeky way of doing it is doing like that and saying, oh yeah, it definitely connects up, yeah, it'll look really good. Doesn't look good at all, what are you talking about? You're crazy. So, a cool way around that, and I believe that someone on Reddit did it. I personally saw it from Doc M, and it was really awesome, and I'm hyped about it. Incredibly amazed to find out that it still works. But you do a setup like this, one pressure plate on top of a redstone lamp. I haven't played this game in so long. A dispenser, not a dropper, so it will dispense an arrow. You put an arrow, as aforementioned, in there, and just bloop, activate it. Now, cool thing about this setup is that you can walk all around it, you know, do whatever, what have you, do whatever you want. The arrow will remain in there, and I would stick around here for 5 minutes and show you that it doesn't despawn, but you're gonna have to take me at my word that it actually doesn't. That is right. This stays in here. Doesn't despawn. And then you can put your oak fence. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect all the way, but it works really well if you do something like this. And you don't want that ugly thing on top. In fact, even from the top, it'll look kind of neat, and the arrow disguises itself inside of the fence post, which is really nice. And then you can connect that up there, and look at that, that actually kind of works for our setup here. You can even connect it all the way all around, because we did this stupid, like, little tiny square of structural supports, and look at that, it looks nice. Even going down a little further, like this, just completely tearing up the floor. I worked so hard to build. You can bring them down like this, put them up like that, and then it is completely encased. Put one more down. And if all this is cleared away properly, please Minecraft work, then you will see it doesn't look completely horrible. Not completely. It does look a little derpy when done that way, but you get the basic point. You get the basic principle. So that's an easy way to do lighting. Again, super simple. It does have to be a wooden pressure plate. Cannot be stone. But just like that. Loop. Boom. Infinite light. Never gonna go away. So, that is it, guys. That is the tutorial for today of how to build a medieval style roof. You know, you can put in windows as well. And also how to make an infinite light source, and honestly how to find out a pretty freaking cool way of doing an item frame thing. It includes item frames. Maybe it'll get a ton of views. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, even if you step on this. Doesn't turn off. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I wanted to do this. I don't know how many people it'll help. I probably sound uber newbie to you guys, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But I finally figured out how to do this roof style, and I was just really excited, and I was like, okay, I finally learned how to do it. I can continue on with my Let's Play. Hallelujah. And I felt like doing a quick tips, because it's my channel's soul and spirit. It's the gravy and mashed potatoes, the butter and biscuit, the southern euphemism, is that called? Anyway, it's something. It's something relating to butter and biscuits and gravy for the biscuits? I have no idea. Anyway, and that was just a quick tutorial for you guys on something that you may have not known. So, for any map builders, this might be applicable for just anyone wanting to do that sort of thing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this rambling session of a quick tip, and hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like, or tell me in the comments if it did help you with any kind of build frustration you were having. Link to Grian and Mr. Solidbrick Studios' channel in the description below, as they helped me a whole ton. And as always, thanks to Doc, well, not as always, I don't know the guy. But thanks to Doc for doing this tutorial. That was a long time ago. I was very surprised to know that it still worked. And obviously to everyone who made this video possible and made me the more you know guy. So, hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a great day, and hope that you have a great time building some more medieval roofs and buildings, I suppose. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Llama90, out.